I have no followers. I have only brothers and sisters, all in the name of cause.
Alright, everybody. I have a cold today, so it's gonna be... Just kidding! It's me, Braden Cole! Welcome to my show! It's the Ginger Snapmare, and I'm here today to talk to you about Ring of Honor Best in the World. Now, I just got done watching the G1 special, and I will do a separate review of that because it is absolutely worth talking about, because Kenny Omega came out and he did Kenny Omega things, and I'm just like over that shit, man. Kenny Omega, I'm a big AJ Styles fan, okay? Kenny Omega is an entity in professional wrestling right now. He is a true wrestling god. So I'm going to go over this whole Ring of Honor Best in the World for you guys. So here we go. It starts off with a package for ROH Reputation. Everyone's talking about how they are the best. Obviously, it's just a lot. They're all kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win, whatever. You know the typical package. Then we go into the Kingdom versus El Terrible, which is terrible, which is kind of fun. And the Kingdom, I'm not very familiar with yet, so let me kind of adapt to that. I know the leader, the king guy, he wants to make the kingdom in his image. I don't know why they all came out in on gurneys and in wheelchairs. And if one of you guys could tell me that, that's because I'm still semi-new to the Ring of Honor stage, and I'm kind of wondering, did they get hurt, or is that just part of their gimmick? That was a pretty physical match, lots of stiff strikes. It had a little bit of everything. It had high flying. It had everything, really. And it introduced me to a couple of Mexican legends in El Terrible and Ultimo Guerrero. So it was actually a really good match, really good starter to the show, and it taught me a little bit more about wrestling in different cultures. And then following that was the Bullet Club match, Frankie Kazarian versus Hangman Page, and Hangman Page unfortunately did not win this match, but he did introduce a strap with metal tacks and nails in it. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, they're going to do the whole Abyss thing where he never really hits anybody with his, Janus spiked bat, right, from Impact. And then, Lord behold, Hangman Page strikes Frankie Kazarian in the back with the fucking strap with tacks and nails in it. And there you see it, 16 to 24 different holes in his back, bleeding, starting to protrude blood. And then I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that is fucking nuts. That fucking freaked me out. That's pretty cool. It was brutal, and Frankie Kazarian got the win over Hangman Page, who I'm starting to really like as a wrestler. I like his whole shtick. I like how he's the problem solver of the Bullet Club. I'm into it! Okay, I'm into it. Following that brutal match was Motor City Machine Guns with their other two dudes. I'm not sure how this works, but they're Search and Destroy, which I really hate. I fucking hate that name. It sounds so, in my opinion, just generic. So, okay, Search and Destroy versus the Rebellion. Now, the Rebellion is African American dudes. One of them looks like a fucking pear. The other one looks like kind of a younger Farouk, and I'm really, really into the intensity. I'm really digging it. And the Search and Destroy, I mean, they win via triple submission. So I wasn't really into that because I don't like triple submissions. After watching WrestleMania, when Nikki Bella and fucking John Cena took Maurice and fucking Miz and made them double tap out, well, I certainly don't like the triple tap out. Makes it look a little fake to me, and I'm really trying to buy into this as a absolutely real product. Just like, it's kind of like, I play video games, that's fake, but I take it seriously. So, same thing with wrestling. Punishment Martinez ends up beating up Jay White at the end, which is a part of Search and Destroy, I believe. See, I'm still getting into ROH. I've only watched, I think, 7 or 8 episodes of it so far. And I'm really into Kenny Omega and everything that they're fucking doing. Every single thing. Even as low as the cheeseburger character. That is fucking great. Everything they're doing is fucking great. I can't really say, I'd say 99.9% of the shit they're doing is great. I don't want to be unrealistic. But compared to Impact Wrestling, and even compared to some of the shit WWE's doing, this is just golden. So, next matchup is Silly Ass Young versus Lethal, or Silas Young, the last real man of professional wrestling. And I'm into it. I'm into it, okay? That is fucking awesome. Fighting Jay Lethal, arguably the next Ric Flair, arguably one of the greatest wrestlers in the world right now. And they start the match by Lethal beating down the Bruiser. Beer City Bruiser. He's like this big fucking, I guess, slob of a wrestler, and he embraces it. They'll fucking run. He'll run across the ropes. You know, he'll run the ropes 6 times, and then he'll be blown up. Crowd will chant, "You blow up. You're blown up." It's just, that's so fun. I really like that, though. Let's see. Jay Lethal ends up winning, and he gets attacked by the Beer City Bruiser and Silas after winning. And he, like, does some kind of a TKO kind of a deal onto a steel keg. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, every keg I've ever seen is aluminum. But apparently, because of some research my girlfriend did, you could also have stainless steel kegs. So, that's cool. Up next, following that awesome match, is Marty Scurll, the villain. Okay, I'm into that, alright. Versus Kushida, who is a wrestler I'm not too familiar with because I haven't been watching New Japan Pro Wrestling a lot. I might have been watching that a little bit less than Ring of Honor, because Ring of Honor did introduce me to that. And Kushida is a fucking monster. So Kushida wins for the TV title. He beats Marty Scurll. So I'm sitting here, I'm going, Bullet Club's losing all night. So one of them's got to win. So the Young Bucks end up taking it home, which I'll talk about a little bit more later. But that wants to, I need to take that to a new point here on the G1 special. They did the same thing, where the Bullet Club kept losing. And then some big shit happened with the Bullet Club at the end. So, like, it's not exactly unfair for me to say if Bullet Club members lose in the beginning, they're going to win in the end. That's kind of a pattern I've been seeing. So, yeah, Kushida wins the TV title from Marty Scurll, the new Bullet Club member, and might I say one of the hottest properties in professional wrestling. That follows up with the Bucks versus the Best Friends, which I think is Roppongi Vice. And I'm not really into Roppongi Vice, and I know that might, don't get too mad at me, but it's because I don't know what it is yet. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what that is and why everybody likes it so much. So just give me a little bit of time with that, I'll get it. Bucks, Best Friends versus War Machine. And War Machine, I went in thinking, okay, this is not that great. But then by the end of it, I'm like, holy shit, is the one dude's name Warbeard? Those big guys can fucking go. And when I seen, I believe it was Warbeard, I'm not sure if that's his actual name, but I'm thinking that's what his name was. This 300-pound man did a somersault off the top rope, or over the top ropes, under a lot of the littler guys, like the Bucks and stuff like that, and they caught him, and I'm just like, holy shit, that had to hurt. The Bucks win. They end up beating Roppongi Vice, Best Friends, whatever, and the War Machines, and there's like, yeah, we're cool. Which, I gotta spoil the G1 special again. They ended up losing the Young Bucks, right? And then, I believe it's, I think his name is Matt, or Max, and I'm pretty sure it's Matt, because I remember it being the same as Matt Hardy's, but they called him Max in TNA. Okay. He's like, I got a Hot Topic deal, I can't lose on TV, and I'm like, that is the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen. These guys are so over. It's like, I hate you, Young Bucks. I love you. Like, I'm so direct. The cool kids in school, they really are. Really into it. And that brings us to the main event. The meat and potatoes of the event. And might I say, you guys are watching the Ginger Snapmare. The probably 5th or 6th greatest wrestling show on YouTube, and I ain't even overselling myself because I ain't into that capitalistic bullshit. Alright? But like, you're watching the fucking Ginger Snapmare. Braden Cole, and the main event was Cody Rhodes versus Christopher Daniels, and I was very surprised that Christopher Daniels got booed so bad. It was like, huh, they're booing him kind of like he's Roman Reigns. That's sad. Because Christopher Daniels is over as fuck. But maybe it wasn't his town. I don't fucking know. Like, that's real. I mean, he wasn't the heel. Cody was the heel. So, in a way, it's like saying, if people okay, I'm going to bring you guys to a completely different point here. A lot of people, and this is to make the point that I'm talking about, people chant CM Punk in WWE when, like, Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles is happening. And people get so mad about that. They're like, oh, it's rude. That's rude. And I'm like, they're chanting for CM Punk because CM Punk fucking made this indie darling match happen. It's a sign of respect to CM Punk. And a lot of people are like, well, fuck you. It's a disrespectful to the performers that are performing for your worthless ass. And I'm like, do you really think that that's disrespectful coming from a guy who loves pro wrestling, who gets mad when people say it's actually fake, and then I have to go on with the whole video games movies are fake? Do you really think I'm trying to be disrespectful right now? Or am I fucking thinking outside of the box? It goes down to like this. If you're going to think CM Punk is disrespectful, you better think them booing Christopher Daniels is disrespectful. Because Cody Rhodes is the clear heel. And you're supposed to be booing Cody Rhodes for his work as a heel. So, if you want to say CM Punk's chanting CM Punk is disrespectful when he created half of, if not 75% of how the landscape in WWE is now, then I don't know what to tell you. It's me, Braden Cole. Thanks for checking out this Ring of Honor Best in the World review. Shaking it up. We'll see you next time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Peace.